if we continue to go with the status quo, when the next 1 billion people get on this earth, and we don't have a new thought, a new design around water, then we're going to be really challenged with that. And so I'm going to propose 3 things. And you look at how we're serving water up today. It was developed by folks at water origination with far lower levels of people that basically said, we'll take and we'll pressurize thousands of miles of pipe so that you can get a glass full of water on demand. And it's going to be of this specific quality. And there's a number of cities around the world and a growing number of cities in the US where that equation doesn't make sense anymore. That the equation has to be a decentralized model. The other thing is we need to look more at the privatization models. And I'm not going to say that I think we need to privatize every utility or move to that, but I think that there's a very strong proof point there that privatization does work at times, and it's a very positive thing for some places, and public-private partnerships are going to be very important as we move ahead. And then the last thing I'm going to propose is utilities and folks involved in the water industry, we don't lack for information. In fact, we've got information everywhere. We've got it in notebooks, we've got it in the back of operators' minds, we've got it on paper napkins, we've got it in databases. None of those talk to each other. In fact, many of them are custom written for a very specific point. None of those tie back to their revenue. None of those tie back to something to give a document that says, here's what our water quality reports is. It's all kind of this duck view where it looks very smooth on the top and it takes a lot of paddling on the bottom to move anywhere. That's what I'm really talking about, is that we've got to figure out how do we close that gap that allows folks to have collaborative systems. We don't have, at a federal level, at a local level, we don't have policies, we don't have things that drive innovation. But we don't have something that says, hey, how are we going to drive the smart water grid? We don't have NIST standing up saying, hey, we're going to develop smart water grid policies. And until we do that, this is an industry that's going to have a very critical eye towards new. And I think that's where we get back to it. And if I kind of sum this all up, that's what we want to do today. And that's why we, at GE, we started our water counts. That's why we've been involved in actively messaging this. And that's why the Water Innovation Alliance is so dear to my heart, is that today is the day that we